So you guys see that twitching in my eye, right? It's really hard for me to talk right now because I just did this. But that is literally going all over my body right now. I think having my face with my metals in my mouth is might be causing a little bit of hold. I'm not really sure. But it's going away a little more. It was way intense. But let's say I push it. I'm always pushing it. So you're supposed to be doing these things as much as your body can take. And first day I did it, I could only do my face. Like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, you feel the energy. The best way I can describe it, see, I can barely talk, is that it's like a fan, almost like the way a fan, you hear it, and it's vibrating, and your energy, you can feel your whole energetic body. So it's just like, man, that shit is intense. But then it started to finally make it down to my sacral, which I haven't had before. This is the first time it happened, and I'm having trouble getting it to my legs. And I think that's the reason why I'm so intense up here. Like I got caught or something. I don't know. More questions to ask, right? That's why I can't even open my eyes really. But yeah, I'm still shaking and vibrating. It's going away little by little, but it was so intense, and it went to my stomach, and I was like, oh, that's freaking awesome. So I'm gonna continue to do the my homie Michael Munson. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. I mean, obviously that's the reason why. Like, we're all in each other's lives for a reason when you come to this understanding. And I think, given my accidents and all the things that are wrong with my body, or I'm still working on, kind of like possibly maybe prevents me from pushing it all the way through down, you know, because it started with my head, and then now it's like probably I can get it down to my stomach, my belly button area, my sacral chakra. But that mixed with the sun charging, the foods, you're literally raising your frequency. So that's why I really stress these things, because the minute you really feel these things and these properties in your body really move, like I said, when my homie Mike came up and helped me with some breathing techniques, and I started to do that with my meditations, I felt a ping, a pin, just like, kind of, the best way I can describe that is like icy hot. You know what I mean? Just boom. I was like, what was that? That was weird. It scared me. And I was like, bro, M-Shane, man. Like, I got this freaking feeling on my head. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? And he was just like, bro, you need to get that all around your head. And me being like not even in the know, I was like, okay. So initially I was like, I'm just going to meditate until it spreads. And then, dang, I talk better now. Then I got to a place probably a couple weeks after that, another week after that, where I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try to envision that pin move. Now, this is when I first started, you know what I mean? So Michael, being the great, you know, teacher that he is, he was asking me like, yo, how's it going? I was like, well, that pin I was trying to get moved around my head, I'm trying to envision it. You know, this is like a big step, because, you know, that's like a huge step, because you are really understanding that you have the power to make these things move within your body. And he was like, very interesting. And for the longest time, I didn't ask him why he said that, because I had some sort of sense that teachers are like that, in that type of energetic field, is that it's your job to kind of like figure it out for yourself. You know, one, is more powerful that way, and two, you can kind of lead somebody off their path. You're just supposed to like drop them little things here and there to get them to that point. And so now, like mad years later, I really get it, because like I said, he didn't want to, like, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to like take me to a place where it was leading me. More like he was trying to open me up to a point where I could lead myself to my own path. And so, oh man, freaking tingling. But it's a great feeling. Like that feeling right there is pretty much how I felt. The same thing with the sun charging. So I just keep it going. Like I said, I was banking on that $23 an hour job for the most part, because that's a nice little chunk of change. But there's a lot of ways I can look at that. Like this morning, I didn't wake up and meditate at 3. Last night, I didn't meditate before I went to bed. So I could always think like, well, maybe if I did that, I would have this job. Either way, whatever it was, it led me to here, because I pushed that freaking energetic breathing a lot further than I probably should have. But like, I'm always in excess, you know what I mean? Like, so this is me being in excess for the light. Like I would literally push my body to the breaking points, that's just what I do. I party the same way. So I just thought that was really cool. I kind of wanted you to see the just the twitching. See, it stopped. The twitch in my eyes, and my face was all tense because it was just like, whoa, it was stuck in there. So yeah, you take your hits. This ain't gonna be easy, but then you just fucking come back. You know what I mean? I came back so hard, and essentially what I am trying to do is I learn, and then I try it out, and then I pass it on. But like this is all very new to me. This is all crazy stuff to really walk through and go through without having somebody right here. But that's essentially what you're gonna have to do. And I'm trying to like help bridge that gap. So what they did back in the day was they incepted us through generational traumas, and they fed us information that allowed us to devolve to the point of where we're at today, where we don't understand this. We don't understand our body. We don't understand our connection to the world. So what I can do is, as I just went through like a whole bunch of schooling and like our histories and our laws and what we understand in our schools, I can literally use all that information to help you get over the hump. Because once you understand and are in the know within here, you can start to work on here, because you can allow things to be free. Like, damn, the government's been doing this to us since day one. The histories of that, the falseness of our economy, the way that the dollar was set up through the bankers, not even through the politicians or lawyers, it's through the banking industry that was set up. So you start to like really, really put these things into play. You're like, why? Why would they do that? Because you're strong as shit. And they wanted to make sure you didn't know you were strong as shit, and you had to rely on all these systems to be smart, your education, all these systems to be comfortable with and wait for the man upstairs to come down and everything's going to change. No, this is fucking work. So I put in my work daily. And I wanted to make this video so you could see that, and I'm going to get to the stretching, because it all ties in together. The stretches, the sun charging, the high energetic food, the complete change of how you think, how others think, like when people judge me on my past and like all these other things, or if they're not like connecting with me or, going against what I'm saying, I have to let them keep their energy, So in order for it to not to affect me, I have to reprogram how I go about that. And it's hard. So the 4 count mantras is literally like upgrading yourself, So when something happens and like I'm just like, wow, man, that was hurtful or whatever, it brought me down, I'm like, love, 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 balance, 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 forgive, 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 forgive. I have follow these people ahead of me. You know what I mean? They're ahead of me for a reason. Like, they're friggin', man, they're like Lord of the Rings type ahead of me. Like, they have their own armor, their whole get up and all this stuff, and they traveled the world and activated like stuff all around the world, and I felt that. And I want to go around the world and pick up my pieces and be a badass too. You know, for all the things that I've done, the least I could do is just freaking be a light warrior and just understand who I was fighting against, and just, one, it's not about like really taking them out. You know, there are people out there, beings out there that, you know, you kind of can transmutate and bring them back to the light. Or, you know, you can knock them fools out because you are of light and they're from the fallen, they're from the dark. So they really have no power. They just have power because we were trained to be powerless, more or less. What's a nice way to say that? Look at my teeth. They're starting to line back up. Anyways, so there's that. And love y'all. I really hope y'all are training, man, because this is not going to get any easier. This is going to get way harder the more and more Earth travels through space. You understand you are on a spaceship, right? Like, we travel around the sun, right? But the sun travels in space. So we're traveling around space with the sun. And when we go to these certain areas and these certain retrogrades and these certain planetary alignments, and then you got solar flares, man, like Jupiter and Saturn was just here, man, like all these things haven't happened in such a long time. It literally activates things within your body, within the surrounding nature around you, reality. So you're going to want to pick that up. Anyways, much love and get to training.